I'm sorry, you got a C1 Bennett and you're not using him. Mate, just get in the bin. What are you doing? Okay, maybe that was a bit harsh. You know, just don't get in the bin. You don't want to use Bennett, then don't use Bennett. But I'm telling you, you should really use Bennett because he is amazing. He can fit any team and he just helps a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? I'm not gonna stunt. I've made this video like 6 or 7 times because I messed up like every single time. So I'm not even gonna bother getting into it. We're just gonna run through it. All right, let's go over why he's so good. Okay, why he's amazing, why everybody wants him. Right, if you didn't realize, by the way, this is his build video. Oh, let me know, what constellation is your Bennett? C1, C2, C3? Did you go ahead and make him C6? Because if you have a C6 Bennett, you know why I asked that question and why I asked it like that. So yeah, let me know. I'm interested to see how many people even got Bennett that high, because he is quite a popular character. We're running through this, okay? Let's go over why he's so good. It's his burst. His burst is amazing simply because it makes it so he will heal you up to 70% of your health if you are lower than 70%, and as soon as you get up to 70% or higher, you will then get an attack bonus based on his base attack. And then the reason why everyone talks about his C1, why his C1 is so great, is because the attack buff isn't necessary for you to be above 70%. You will get the attack buff no matter what health you're on. You will still get healed all the way up to 70ish, and you know, great, right? But yeah, that's why he's so great. That's why he's so amazing. That's why he fits in any team. That's why you should use him. Also, let's quickly say that his base attack, this white number, not this green number, this white number is the one that is added on as the attack buff, not this 1400. This 569 is the number that is used. So this green number is basically everything from the artifacts. The white number is his actual attack number plus his weapons base attack number. That's how you figure it out. Plus his healing is done by his max HP. So the more HP you have, the better his healing is going to be, right? So weapons, I'm not going to give you explanations. We're just going to say 5-star, use any 5-star, because higher base attack means higher damage, higher attack buff when you use his burst. As for 4-stars, you want to use Favonius or Sacrificial. They're very similar, so it's really up to you depending on the passive which one you want to use. So that's up to you. I prefer the Favonius. Lion's Roar is a decent option because it has a higher base attack than the others, even though it doesn't have the energy recharge. Those are the best probably 4-star options. Another good 4-star option, and this is the best free-to-play option as well, is Festering Desire. If you got that, even if you're not free-to-play, again, very good option. Very high base attack, still has energy recharge even though it's not as high as these others. And then the other free-to-play option would also be the Prototype Rancor, if you don't have the Festering Desire, because Prototype Rancor, really high base attack even though it doesn't have energy recharge. Last but not least, Skyrider Sword is the best early game option. If you don't have any 4-stars, you only have 3-stars, Skyrider Sword, best option. All of the others are still decent. Skyrider is just the best because even though it doesn't have a base attack that's as has the others, it still has an energy recharge, which is, you know, really what you want, especially early game. In terms of artifact depth, you want to go 4-piece Noblesse, no question about it. There's nothing more. Noblesse is the best on him. If you already have, let's say for example, someone that is already on a 4-piece Noblesse and you don't want to run him on Noblesse, you want to run him on something else and get some decent damage out of him, Crimson is okay, I guess, but you know, it's not really recommended. It's not recommended to use him on a Crimson unless you're trying to get decent damage out of him and you have a build where his, you know, Pride has any damage over the other stuff. But Noblesse, like I said, hands down go to. For early game people, you want to go for a 4-piece Instructors or a 4-piece Exile. 4-piece Instructor makes it so whenever you do an elemental reaction, you get higher elemental mastery, which in turn makes damage even higher from the elemental reactions. But the Exile, I feel like, is better simply because the 2-piece gives you the energy recharge, so you get even more energy recharge, which Bennett really needs and really loves. And whenever you use your elemental burst on the 4-piece, you get 2 energy for all party members. So pretty much burst can be up like a lot of the time because, you know, you're getting an energy recharge for everyone essentially at that point. So 4-piece Exile, I would say, is a very good go-to for early game. Instructors is also decent. In terms of stats, obviously Flower and Feather are going to be HP and attack. As for Sands, you want to go for either energy recharge, which is probably the best shout honestly, or attack percentage if you already have decent enough energy recharge. Goblet, you want to go for HP if you don't have good enough healing, or you feel like you don't have good enough healing or high enough max HP. If you do have decent HP already, then go for a pyro damage bonus because you might as well get some damage out of him. Then Circlet, again, is depending on the situation. If you don't have good enough healing or high enough HP, then run a HP Circlet or a healing bonus Circlet. If you do, then run him on a crit rate, crit damage, attack, anything else if you already have decent enough healing and HP. It's all up to the circumstances of your own Bennett. As for substats, energy recharge, go to 100%. Forget about attack, crit rate, crit damage, all of that. Get as much energy recharge as you can. You want to go for about 200 energy recharge. Like, I'm at 190. This is still really good. It can only get better because I only have one piece that has energy recharge on it. If you're not around about 200 energy recharge, then focus on energy recharge for your substats. And HP does obviously help because, you know, more HP, more healing. Then, you know, attack, crit rate, crit damage if you already have energy recharge and HP. Just the board sorted. Talents, pretty simple. Forget normal attack. It's like the least important. You have elemental skill and the elemental burst. Elemental burst is obviously your go-to, the thing that you want to focus on the first. Then elemental skill, really good. You can hold it, you can just press it. If you press it, it has like 2 or 3 seconds cooldown. If you hold it, it has longer, but it does decent damage because it charges up. But yeah, you want to focus on burst, then elemental skill. Then honestly, don't even worry about the normal attack until like you've maxed these 2 out anyways. Constellations, simply put, C1. Best C1 in the game. It transforms him from like a B rank character to like a triple S rank. So you already know what it does. Makes it so you don't need to worry about it being above 70% health in order to get Bennett's attack. C2 makes it so when Bennett is less than 70% health, he gets 30% energy recharge, which amazing. Like I keep saying, energy recharge, he really loves it. C3 and C5 obviously just increase the levels of your talents. C4, I'll be totally honest, I don't understand. Long story short, you can charge your elemental skill, and I think it means you can charge it to like 2 or 3 different levels, and once you charge it to the first level, it will do 2 attacks, and it will make it so that the next attack that you do will do more damage, something like that. I don't know. It's confusing. It's very confusing. I'll be totally honest. If you guys understand it, let me know in the comments down below, because I don't. C6, this is one that you want to stay away from. Put a big warning screen on the like on the screen right now, because C6 makes it so anyone that uses a sword, claymore, or pole ends up doing fire damage, like power damage, instead of whatever element that they already are. So Zhao, Zhongli, Dongyun, KR, Keqing, all of these lot, they will end up doing power damage instead of, you know, physical, electro, cryo, you know, animal, whatever they are. They'll basically now do pyro damage, and that basically just messes up any team comps that you already had planned. So like if you were trying to do elemental reactions like overload and melt and all of that, you can't do that anymore because you're always doing pyro damage whenever you use Bennett's burst. So that's why everyone always says stay away from C6, because yeah, it's not the one, long story short. It's really ironic. His C1 makes him the best character in the game. His C6 makes him arguably the worst character in the game. It's mad. So stay away from the C6. Maybe in the future, if MiHoYo lets us like activate and deactivate certain constellations, then maybe, you know, sure, you can test it out. But pretty much, essentially, stay away from the C6 if you can. That's Bennett in a nutshell. He's literally the best character in the game. He's someone you need to use if you're not using him already. And yeah, he will transform, especially if you're strongly in Spiral Abyss. Trust me, he will help so much. And also, especially if you use someone that's a pyro main damage dealer, the Luke, Lee, Yanfei, all of these lot. Even if you're using Zhang Ling, even if she's not your main damage dealer and she's just like, you know, in your team, having Bennett really helps, because he helps generate particles for Zhang Ling, because she doesn't really get that many particles usually, since limited skill doesn't really help that much. So he really helps generate particles for her, and same with the other characters. Plus the pyro resonance means that you will get 25% more attack as well. Bennett, amazing character. You need to be using him if you're not using him. Hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, let me know with a like, you know, smash the like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications for future one of these videos. For these build videos, I'm obviously going to try to get a build video for pretty much every single character. So obviously, you know, if there's someone who I haven't done and you want to see get done, let me know, because of these lot in the current banner. I usually go by banner. I've done one for Razor, I've done one for Rosaria, I've now done Bennett. Obviously, I'm not pulling for heavy half, so I'm not gonna make a build video on him. I've done these lot, so I actually have free time. I could maybe do someone, maybe a 5-star, because you know the original 5-stars, they don't really get any love in it. So I could maybe do one of those. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.